start off your day about how everything went.
Mm-hmm.
Talk me through it a little bit.
Okay, so the day as a whole, I'm very grateful that my boyfriend drove out and caddied for me last minute. So I had someone to talk to, someone to bounce ideas off of, and someone to keep the belief in me. So when the day started, I told you this earlier, but just the whole vibe of the day was to stay patient and diligent. And I had this deep-seated belief since yesterday. I wasn't nervous going into today because if God had intended me to win this tournament, then I would, and I couldn't mess that up if I tried. And I almost tried a couple times today. But you know, he considers my shortcomings and mistakes, and I just stayed very present and tried to make every shot the best that I could, and just kept a smile on and tried to kind of keep my energy like above normal. Not in an exhausting way where it was like really forced, but just kind of with this air of belief and gratitude, and that was it. So that really just kept me through the day.
And then today there was a bunch of different leader changes throughout the whole day.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Do you pay attention to the leaderboard at all?
So I definitely watched the leaderboard. It is something that's really fun. There were a bunch of leader changes, and the last time I had seen the leaderboard was on the par 3. Is that 15? So 15, the par 3, and I had just birdied that. Like I had 2 putts today from about 5 or 6 feet that just like dead weight toppled in, like defied gravity, kind of went in, and so I was like, okay, I think that's a sign. We're just gonna scoot on to the next hole. And the last time I saw the leaderboard was on 15, and I was like, okay, 14, cool. Like I birdied the next one, and I'll get another one in, and honestly, I was like not thinking I was gonna lose it or had to like birdie something, and then I got to 18 green, and I have this like 10-footer, and I look over and I was like, oh, I'm 1 of 3 at minus 15. All right, guess we'll make this. No, I like left it short and stuff, but that was fine. Yeah, so I do like to leaderboard watch, but a lot can happen when there isn't a leaderboard present. So I definitely leaderboard watch, but when there isn't a leaderboard present, a lot can happen between holes, and I didn't know that there was a tie until I got to 18. So it was very exciting, but yes, I do like to watch the leaderboard.
Today we had, this whole week we had the grandstands, we had fans, we had volunteers, we had, it felt like a real tournament. Can you talk about like the environment and how it, like you embrace it in golfing and the pressure that it puts on you, if it does put any pressure on you?
Yeah, so not pressure, so there's no pressure. It is an electric energy that spectators like bring to a tournament. It's really cool. Should I wait?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Cool. So there's not added pressure, there is added just energy, and you can take it however you want to, but it just felt electric to have all of the spectators in the grandstands behind 9 and 18, to have them throughout the golf course too. Like there was a tangible energy around the golf course this week, and we're really fortunate that Copper Rock puts on such an amazing event with Epson, and we're able to experience that because it did really feel like an LPGA Tour event. Like it felt like you were on the main stage, and I think honestly it'll just get us ready for the next level of golf. So super grateful for the spectators and volunteers and everybody who came out to feed the energy of the tournament.
18 green, walk me through it, the playoff part of it. Start with the first round and then go to the second.
Okay, so the first playoff hole?
Yeah, first playoff hole.
Okay, so the first playoff hole, I'm just like, all right, hit the fairway, didn't do that. All right, get it on the green. We got that done. And then from my angle, it looked like Therese and Jenny were both like a lot closer than I was, but I was like, okay, it's probably fair to think that unless someone drops a bomb, we're all going to kind of two-putt and have to play this over again. So, I was just focusing on starting the ball in line and having some good speed. Came up a little short on that first putt, but we all did, and we were all frustrated by it, no doubt. But so that rounded out the first playoff hole, and then go back to the tee. I had a better swing off the tee that time and was able to hit from the fairway. Had a little open face, and I knew I had. We go back to the tee for the second playoff hole, and I have another chance. I hit the fairway, great, and then yeah, I had 140 to the pin, left the 9-iron face a little open there, but crept on the green. And it just, I mean, it's crazy. There's so much pressure and like tension in a playoff. Anything can happen. And so Therese obviously went left, and then Jenny came up short on her approach, and then came up short on her next shot. And I'm just like, okay, like you're like objectively, you're like, okay, I don't want that to happen to them. Like playoff or not, like you don't want that to happen to the other players. So it's like, okay, so one of the things that I said and was hoping to do is like just two putt this, like just dignify yourself and whoever else here to just by two putting, you know, but just missed that last one. So you know, good enough is good enough, and everybody copes with pressure differently. I 3-putted and that was fine. So yeah, honestly, it's not a good feeling because I feel like I did the least bad on the last hole, but I don't know. Shout out to Jenny for having just a rock star round today, girl. And then Therese, I mean, she is such a gem. Obviously super, super well played today too. And you know, it's kind of a crapshoot when you go to a playoff.
Last question. First Epson Tour win. First
Yes.
win overall. How does it feel?
So the first win on the Epson Tour, it's amazing. Like I'm on cloud 9 right now. Like what just happened? Oh my gosh, this is absolutely unreal. So it's funny because like I know it's such a big deal, and I'm so glad to be on the other side of it, but it's probably not going to hit me until like tomorrow morning, I'm sure. But no, I just feel elated. It's such a huge deal, and it's something that, you know, I thought I should be able to do, but hadn't done it and really hadn't come close realistically. I mean, one time I think in 2020, but outside of that, just it hadn't even been close. And so I'm just super grateful for this and trying to like bottle up what got me here and just keep going with it.